Welcome to this video where we will be reviewing the key concepts of Dr. Joe Dispenza's process of manifesting and attracting anything we desire using the law of attraction. As one of the most influential educators in this field, Dr. Joe Dispenza believes that everything starts with a thought and that our thoughts have a direct impact on our destiny. In this video, we will explore how we can break free from our limitations to manifest abundance, happiness, and success. So, whether you're new to the law of attraction or seeking to deepen your understanding of this powerful tool, be sure to stick around till the end of this video to empower yourself. Let's get started. To create the life we desire, we must first decide whether we want to be defined by a vision of the future or by memories of the past. Unfortunately, most people start their day thinking about their problems and reliving past experiences, which keeps them stuck in the past. Our brains are like record players of the past, containing memories of everything we've learned and experienced up to this point. Whenever we recall a memory or experience, it triggers emotions associated with it, which can leave us feeling unhappy, anxious, or discouraged. Our thoughts are like the language of the brain, and our feelings are the language of the body. Therefore, how we think and feel directly affects our state of being. If we want to manifest our desires and attract positive experiences into our lives, we must learn to focus on positive thoughts and emotions. By doing so, we can shift our state of being and attract more of what we want into our lives. Upon rising, it is common for most individuals to find themselves fixated on the past, a familiar state that often yields a predetermined future. Such a mindset can effectively lock people into their own biology, with their bodies serving as their unconscious minds. Interestingly, the body cannot distinguish between emotions born of personal experience versus those produced solely by thought. When a person repeatedly experiences the same emotions day in and day out, those emotions begin to dictate their thoughts, effectively preventing them from thinking beyond their present condition. This emotional state then casts a shadow on their future outlook, limiting their potential and hindering their ability to perceive possibilities. Regrettably, it is all too common for people to wait until a crisis, illness, or diagnosis strikes before they finally awaken to the reality of their situation. However, it is essential to note that biology is highly redundant, meaning that continued repetition of the same thoughts will cause certain circuits in the brain to fire repeatedly. Eventually, this process leads to the formation of ingrained neural pathways that make it easier to think those same thoughts over and over again. This same pattern of thinking, in turn, produces the chemicals known as emotions, which the body adapts to over time. Though these emotions may be unpleasant or painful, they become familiar and predictable, and as such, some individuals would rather cling to them than venture into the unknown realm of possibility. For many individuals, the connection between their thoughts and their destiny remains unclear. This is because the majority of thoughts are subconscious programs. In other words, individuals are not always aware of what they are thinking. The first step to initiating change is to become aware of these thoughts and work to change them. Observing these thoughts allows individuals to shift from being a program to being a conscious observer. However, this process can be uncomfortable, and many people may turn to distractions like television or their cell phones to avoid these uncomfortable feelings. It is important to recognize that true change requires stepping out of one's comfort zone and venturing into the unknown. It is essential to ask oneself which thoughts one wants to cultivate because the attention given to these thoughts can rewire and reorganize the brain's circuitry. Many individuals are waiting for external circumstances to change before experiencing gratitude, abundance, or fulfillment. However, this model of cause and effect is outdated. Living in a state of lack will not bring about abundance, and individuals must believe that they are creating their lives and that living with a sense of abundance is possible. It's logical to conclude that generating wealth is more accurate than creating it, as wealth is often built upon abundance. By training our bodies to emotionally connect with this future reality, we can make our unconscious mind believe that we are already living in that world. This scientific truth reveals that our environment signals our genes and the emotions we experience from our surroundings are responsible for protein expression in our bodies. By embracing positive emotions such as gratitude, wholeness, abundance, and freedom, we can teach our bodies to feel like our future reality has already materialized. Once we familiarize ourselves with these elevated emotions, we no longer need to search for our desired future because we will feel as though we have already achieved it. The process of becoming someone new is a profound transformation that can alter your entire reality. Your personality, which consists of your thoughts, actions, and feelings, is closely linked to your life experiences. Therefore, to change your life's course, you must change your personality, which necessitates a conscious effort to observe your unconscious thoughts, actions, and emotions. You must learn to recognize and objectify your subjective self, and making small adjustments to your thought patterns can trigger a chain reaction that leads to new choices, behaviors, and experiences. Eventually, your body will begin to embody this new way of thinking, and your emotions will inspire fresh ideas that lead to a state of evolution. This creates an evolution in your thought process. So, how do we get trapped? It's a simple process. The stronger the emotion felt during an event in your life, the more your attention is focused on the cause outside of you. The brain takes a snapshot of this experience, and the memory is neurologically embossed on the brain. Thus, you think and feel within the boundaries of the past experience, creating a state of being. To understand this, let's say someone experienced a traumatic event in their childhood, such as the sudden death of a loved one. This event may have caused them to feel immense grief and sadness. The brain takes a snapshot of this experience, and the memory becomes neurologically stamped in the brain. The individual may then begin to think and feel within the boundaries of this traumatic experience. They may struggle to cope with the loss and develop a negative self-image due to their inability to deal with the situation. Over time, this can become a part of their personality and shape their reality. However, if this individual becomes conscious of their unconscious thoughts, they may start to notice the patterns in their behavior and emotions that are linked to the traumatic experience. By making small changes in their thought process and developing new coping mechanisms, they can begin to break free from the negative thought patterns and emotions associated with the traumatic event. This can lead to a transformation in their personality and ultimately, a positive change in their reality. The issue at hand is that when one is unable to regulate their emotional response to an event, it can lead to an extended period of chemical imbalance in the body. This can result in a mood, which is a prolonged emotional reaction that lasts for days or even weeks. If this continues for months or even years, it becomes a temperament or a personality trait. The danger in this is that one becomes defined by their past and continues to relive it, even going so far as to create false memories to reaffirm the belief that change is impossible. It's important to understand that where we focus our attention, we direct our energy. If we allow our emotions to be controlled by external factors, we give away our power to those people or situations. The key is to shift our focus from the past to the future and to define ourselves by our vision for what's to come, rather than by the memories of what has been. By doing so, we reclaim our power and direct our energy toward creating the future we desire. The most challenging aspect of this process is developing awareness and consciously choosing to make different choices instead of repeating the same unconscious patterns. It requires the ability to decrease the intensity of negative emotions such as frustration, anger, and hatred. If one can learn to do this, they can shift their focus away from the person or situation that is causing those emotions. By doing so, they start breaking the energetic connections that keep them tied to the past, and they reclaim their power. Do keep in mind, our thoughts and emotions have a significant impact on our reality, and ultimately, our life. Our personality is made up of how we think, act, and feel, and is intimately connected to our reality. Therefore, if we want to change our life, we must first change our personalities. It all starts with becoming conscious of our unconscious thoughts, noticing our actions and speech, and paying attention to our emotions. However, it can be challenging to break free from the grip of negative emotions, particularly when they are connected to strong events in our past. The longer we hold on to those emotions, the more we condition our body to live in the past, and we become stuck in a cycle of mood, temperament, and personality traits. The key to overcoming this is to lower the volume of our negative emotions, which breaks the energetic bonds that tie us to our past. By doing so, we can shift our attention to a vision of the future, defined by our desires and aspirations, rather than being defined by our past. We can take back our power by consciously choosing our thoughts and emotions, and by doing so, create a new reality that aligns with our goals and dreams. It all starts with becoming aware of the power of our thoughts and emotions and learning how to use them to create the life we truly desire. Where we place our attention is where we place our energy, and we can easily give our power away to people, events, and situations by allowing them to capture our attention and keep us in a prolonged emotional state. But remember, you have the power to create your reality, and it all starts with your attention. If you have any thoughts or opinions to share, please feel free to leave a comment below this video. And if you haven't already, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.